Afternoon, and thank you so much for having with me. I am delighted to be here. I am Dr. Mushtaq Ahmed Bhuiya, Assistant Professor of Radiology and Imaging, Silet Image Osmani Medical College, going to present my paper. Title is Sonography in Evaluation of Male Anteriourethral Abnormalities. Introduction. Urethral strictures are more commonly seen in the anterior urethra. A stricture appears as a segment of narrowed lumen with irregularity and thickening of the wall due to fibrosis and scarring. Retrograde urethography was considered gold standard technique for evaluation of anterior urethra. Sonography accurately estimates the stricture length, diameter and periurethral fibrosis than any standard radiographic procedure. It provides comparable efficacy to retrograde urethography in detection of anteriourethral stricture diseases. McInnes et al. Started sonography in 1988 at San Francisco General Hospital to study urethral strictures. They demonstrated that radiographic technique consistently underestimate the length of anteriourethral strictures compared to intraoperative measurements, while sonography correlated well. Advantage of sonogram. It has no radiation hazard, contrast is not required, extent of spongiofibrosis can be assessed, and soft tissue around the urethra can also be examined. Disadvantage. Posterior urethra cannot be assessed reliably, underestimates the length of long strictures, as long strictures may not be imaged in a single field of view. Complications of sonography: mild pain, minor bleeding, and dysuria. Purpose of the study: to determine the usefulness and to explore the abnormalities of male anterior urethra with the help of high-resolution ultrasound. Materials and method. This study was conducted in Department of Radiology and Imaging, Silet Image Osmani Medical College during the period of July 2013 to November 2014. A total of 60 male patients aged 10 to 70 years with urinary complaints suggestive of urethral pathology were selected. Patients with symptoms suggestive of acute urethritis and recent instrumentation were excluded. So it was the exclusion criteria. Technique. The glass penis and urethral meatus were disinfected. Sterile normal saline was injected slowly by means of an appropriate catheter in the urethral meatus, taking care not to inject air bubbles. 7.5 MHz linear array transducer was used for the purpose. The transducer was applied directly over the ventral surface of the penis, scrotum and perineum after ultrasound gel application. By dilating the anterior urethra with normal saline, longitudinal and transverse images were obtained. The length of the stricture, the interluminal diameter and wall thickness was determined accurately. Observation and results. Age of these 60 male patients ranged from 11 to 68 years with the mean age of 35.68. Maximum number of patients belong to the age group 31 to 40 years. This is the graphical representation of the age distribution of the patients, showing maximum number of patients were between the 31 to 40 years and the percentage was 38.3%. The sonography ruled out urethral lesions in 6 patients. Remaining 54 patients had definitive sign of urethral abnormalities. A total of 108 findings were demonstrated on sonography. Most common diagnosis was stricture urethra. Total 64 strictures were demonstrated in 54 patients. Single strictures were found in 44 patients and multiple or complex strictures in 10 patients. Among the single strictures, the bulbar urethra was involved in 29 patients, that is 65.9%, and penile urethra in 50 patients, that is 34.1%. Sonography revealed periurethral fibrosis in 34 patients, that is 62%. Urethritis in 18% patient, periurethral fistula in 11 patients, and urethral diverticula in 6 patients. 3 patients had calculi and periurethral abscesses in 2 patients as associated findings of urethral strictures. 6 patients had urethral injury well delineated by sonography. Among these 2 patients had disruption of bulbar urethra associated with periurethral hematoma and collection. Problem, and many of them required surgical procedure. Thus, preoperative investigation should accurately demonstrate and locate the urethral pathology for choosing surgical procedure and successful outcome. If such an investigation is radiation-free and able to suggest the mode of treatment, then it virtually becomes indispensable. Sonography is one such investigation. In this study of 60 patients, most belong to the age group 31 to 40 years. Similar distribution of patients with anterior-urethral pathologies are found in several studies. The accurate estimation of length of the stricture is important. It is one of the factors that determine the selection of a suitable operative procedure. We categorized stricture length as short stricture less than 2.5 cm and long strictures more than 2.5 cm in length. Sonography revealed periurethral fibrosis in 34 patients, that is 62%. These findings in present study were also similar with Nash et al. Periurethral fibrosis is a critical determinant of appropriate therapy and ultimate prognosis. Excessive fibrosis is said to be responsible for a high recurrence rate. Other findings such as periurethral hematoma, collection, false passes, and periurethral abscesses were well seen on sonography. Generalized mucosal irritability was observed in 18 patients. They were presumed to having urethritis. Similar findings reported by Berkoff and Perman. Conclusion. In the present study, we have found sonography to be a simple, cost-effective, rapid, real-time study without radiation exposure and well tolerated by patients. Characterization of anterior-urethral strictures in terms of length, diameter, and periurethral pathologies can be well diagnosed using sonography. In conclusion, sonography in experienced hand proves to be a highly effective modality for the diagnosis of anterior-urethral abnormalities. These are the references. Thank you. Thank you all for patient hearing.